Hello and welcome back to my channel. I'm JC and today I wanted to come on and do author tube tag that I saw on over on Laura Wright's channel. I was binge watching her channel on catching up on the videos that I haven't seen yet, and I saw this video, writers are weird tag, so I wanted to go ahead and do it because I'm a little bit weird, and I just thought I would have a little fun and with that and do that today. So like I said, I got these questions from the Laura Wright's author tube channel. There, I'll link to her channel and the video specifically in the description box, and the questions are in her well, I'll link the questions in the description box here as well in case you want to do the writers are weird tag. So question number 1: do you have bizarre internet searches? If so, what's the weirdest one? I think my weirdest search, well, I don't know if they would be weird considering I'm a writer, but the searches that I think I would least like anyone to see on my browser is the search about serial killing and how to kill people and poisons and stuff to use, only because I'm writing a mystery series and it's beneficial for research. But if you didn't know that I was a writer, you wouldn't get that. So question number 2: do you write people you know and dislike into your story as villains or dumb people to kill off? No. I will take personalities and personality traits and things about a person I dislike and maybe mesh them with another person that I dislike and infuse them into my character, but I never specifically take one person and base a whole entire villainous character around them, because I don't know, I feel like that's giving them way too much credit and way too much power over my story. So I don't do that. Question number 3: does personal hygiene sometimes come second to writing? Absolutely not. I for one cannot really get started until I've had a shower, brushed my teeth, and gotten myself together and dressed. I'm not one of those writers who sits around all day in their pajamas. Nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's just I feel so much better when I'm clean. And unless I'm going through a bout of depression, where I really don't care, I'm typically the person that I won't really do anything worth anything until I've had a shower. Until I've had a shower, brushed my teeth, maybe done something to my hair. It doesn't have to be perfect. I could just throw it in a bun, but something. Although some days, I guess if anything does slack off hygiene wise, it would be my hair, because if I'm not going anywhere, I don't really care if I do my hair. But shower, to brushing the teeth, getting dressed is a must for me. Question number 4: do you go on baby names websites to help you name your characters? I have a baby names book, so I don't need to go on baby names website, but I rarely ever use that book to come up with names. I try to come up with names for my characters that are uncommon. Well, at least the main character. The secondary characters, they can be common names. They're not quite, they're important, but they're not the main character. I usually try to come up with names that are uncommon. I'm one of those people that likes the names that can be used for either a boy or a girl, so you never really know who I'm talking, what gender they are. But you know, most of my main characters are female, but I like to keep, like, if you read the character's name on the back of the book, you won't necessarily know unless I say she. So question number 5: do you have a list of actors and actresses that would play your characters if there was an adaptation made? No, but I probably should, because there are a couple of novels that I have written and plan to write that I definitely know that I want to be adapted into a movie later on down the line after, it's been released for a while. So I probably should think about who I would want to play certain characters, but I've never really thought about it. The most I'll do is maybe go on Pinterest when I try to create a storyboard and find people that maybe look like the description of my character, but they're usually not famous people. They're just people on Pinterest. Y'all have been on Pinterest, There's just random people on there, and I picked the one that looks the most like my character, but never really put too much thought into what celebrity would play. I'm more the type of person that probably would get someone less known to play in the movies just to kind of give them a start. But that's just me. Number 6. Have you ever stared at a stranger because they look like one of your characters? No, but I've stared at strangers to, how do I put this? I do stare at people and people watch when I'm in the coffee shops writing, because I'm that person that likes to not eavesdrop on a person's conversations, but the conversations in the coffee shop provide so much details for certain points of dialogue in your novels, and they can provide such backstory. But I am that person that will listen to total strangers' conversations in a coffee shop, and I may stare at you because I'm listening to your conversation, and you might think that I'm looking at you because I'm interested or something, but I'm not. I'm just listening. I'm a people watcher. I like to listen to, and it's always confusing when there's several different conversations going on around you in a coffee shop, and I try to hear bits and pieces of each one. I know it sounds nosy, but usually when I do that, I'm writing, so could be just a distraction. Number 7. Do you talk to yourself to help work through scenes? If so, where do you talk to yourself? Yes, I absolutely talk to myself in the shower, in the car, just around the house. Sometimes I'll be talking to myself about my characters, and my daughter thinks I'm talking to her, and I'm like, no, just the characters are talking. I'm trying to work a scene out. Do it in the car. I try not to do it in public where people can see me and like think I'm crazy, but sometimes I can't help it. So. Number 8. While writing, do you make the expressions your characters are making? No, I don't. I don't do that. At least I don't think that I do. If I do, I don't know that I'm doing it. Number 9. Do you ever practice answering interview questions in case you make it big? I have not. However, I have practiced my acceptance speeches for future screenplays and movies that I've written, and plays that I have written, and yeah, I've done that. I've practiced my acceptance speech and had it all down to who I'm thinking and all kinds of stuff like that. So yeah, I've done that. Not the interviews, but I probably should. Number 10. Do you have a soundtrack and or playlist for your book or scenes from your book? No, but I definitely want to create one. I have such a hard time picking out what songs would go with my books. But, when I see everyone on AuthorTube have playlists for their different novels, I'm like, oh, that sounds like such a really neat idea. And when I sit down to do it, it's so many songs. And I'm like, well, how do I know if this fits with this scene? And I try to figure out what music would play if this were the movie of the book, and what scene. I haven't been able to do it yet, but I'm working on it. I'm going to work on a playlist for the novel I'm getting ready to write. So that's it. That's all the questions that are there. Again, I will tag the video from Laura Wright's channel, and I will put the questions in the description box, and maybe you'll have fun and do the tag as well, and I'll drop a link in the comment section so I can watch your video. And so that's it for me today. If you like this video or maybe want to see more videos from me, hit the like and subscribe button, and until next time, have a blessed day. Bye.